Welcome to a special episode of When Shit Goes Wrong at Events with me, Freddie Sparrow. This episode is sponsored by Vento. Today, I'm at the event production show at the Excel Centre London. This is where the event industry meets, and I'm going to be going around and asking event organisers and people from the industry about when shit has gone wrong at their events. Let's go.
We had a set of, say, 30 toilets in this VIP area under a vacuum pressure system. So how that works is it's all under suction and under blow, basically. And a large pump there was pumping into a big waste tank behind the scenes. And what happened is the pump was so powerful, it pumps the hose out of the tank, and then the hose was wailing in the air like a snake, flying waste, probably 30 meters.
By waste, you mean shit?
Shit, 30 meters in the air. And the whole area is mainly for celebs, press, and very important people. And they were covered in shit.
And this overnight tour bus driver hadn't clocked that off the back of the hard standing is a slope. And the fully weighted trailer out the back, when he unhitched it, started to go backwards and he couldn't hold it. He was a little bit tired. And we watched it sort of roll down the hill and towards what you could obviously see were tents. Thank goodness there was a ditch and it stopped short. But that was a scary moment.
I think it was 2019. We were in a venue in London and we'd just finished setting everything up. It's an awards ceremony. I had the full everything set up, and we got a call from the auto prompt lady who said, there's a drip coming through by the sound desk. Well, what do you mean there's a drip through the sound desk? All right, fine. So we went over there, and there was a few people in this room holding buckets in this big banqueting hall, and there was lots of drips coming through. And just as that moment I walked in, water poured in from every crack, every light fitting, every vent
in the venue.
Oh my God. Right. By the way, this is 1.5 hours before doors open.
And how many people are coming to this event?
It was about 400 or 500 packs.
So it's not a small one?
Not a small one.
Yeah.
The client was amazing. He was from a creative agency. Right, okay, it's all right. What we'll do is we'll close the car park and we'll have a street food party. No, we can't do that. It's okay, we'll have a standing reception in the foyer. No, we can't do that. Then some other guy from the hotel came out and went, don't worry, the hotel across the road is available. They got their banqueting hall. We moved the entire event in an hour, whatever we could salvage, bear in mind all the stuff's wet, over across the road, all the F&B, everything.
And it all went off.
It happened.
Fine.
The only refunds he had to give to any of those people attending were 2 tables sat behind some pillars in the corner of the room.
So when I used to run Soon Festival in Cardiff, multi-venue music festival, I'd been up to the Student Union one year to check everything was going well. We had The Fall playing and a load of other bands, and everybody said everything was fine. I then was leaving that because I got a call because all the power had gone down in 1/4 of Cardiff, and that was affecting some of the venues that we had. So people were in pubs trying to buy beer and drinks, but they couldn't because of all the tills for electronics, so they were all trying to take cash. As I was walking to try and meet the power teams to look at that, which I thought was the biggest problem I had, I got a call back from the Student Union saying that the Fall wouldn't go on stage unless they got the rest of their money in cash then and there. I can't remember how much it was another $5,000.
Yeah.
I managed to beg, borrow and steal. Who has $5,000 in cash, right? So the union lent me $5,000 in cash. I called somebody, I heard it was all being done, and they said, yeah, he's got the cash, they're going on stage now. I then got a call 15 minutes or something later to say that Marquis Smith, unfortunately he's now passed, the legendary singer of The Fall, had walked on stage, done a number of songs, and then left the building, right? He'd done 3 or 4 songs, left the building, left his band on stage, who were then playing the rest of their set instrumental, and then a riot kicked off.
So yeah, we do see quite a lot of stuff at our events. One particular one we had a young girl, she was 20, came into us, she'd taken ecstasy tablets. She took around about 20 of them.
20 ecstasy tablets?
Yeah, she'd obviously not got the effect off the first ones and then took more. Ultimately, she ended up going to hospital into ICU. She basically stopped breathing, started having organs shut down. She spent about 4 to 5 weeks in ICU, and miraculously, she survived and got discharged from hospital.
So 2018, working on a music festival in Central Africa. It's been 18 months in the planning. We worked very closely with the national government there and the national police force. Of course, you can imagine working in that part of the world, you have interesting characters in governmental positions. We discovered on the Saturday night of the festival that the police deployment that was attached to the event was actually robbing customers and then extorting them by offering to give them back their items for $50 a piece. So we were left with a very interesting challenge as a festival as to whether or not we wanted to fight corruption and challenge the police or allow it to continue. I can confirm that we did challenge it. The individual responsible went to prison for a very long time, or they orchestrated it. But it was a very strange conundrum to have in a festival site.
Thanks very much for joining me. It's been a great day. I've chatted to loads of people from across the event industry. I've heard some amazing, amusing, crazy stories. If you want a deeper dive into this sort of thing, When Shit Goes Wrong at Events is my podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, where I chat with the great and good from the world of event organising. If you need anything insurance-wise, Vento is your place. And see you next time.